Assalamu alaikum, students of IT. I am Razia from BHS Kupwara. My trade is ITs. Yesterday we have started data types of Python. Uh, we have gone through the number data type, in which there were 3 to 4 types, and we have gone through them all. Now, today we'll study another data type of Python, that is sequence. Sequence, we can say it's an ordered collection of items, because there is always an order in a sequence. And the order, it's an ordered collection of, we can say it can be a collection of item. There are a number of items which will be given proper sequence, and they will be indexed by some integers. Okay, integer numbers. They will be indexed by integer numbers that will be positive integers, which will index them. So this sequence, it's a combination of mutable and non-mutable data types. And after these data types, we will study what is mutable and what is non-mutable data types. Till then, you have only to remember that sequence, it's a combination of mutable and non-mutable data types. And in this sequence there are 3 types. First one is string, second one is list, third one is tuple. First one is list. We'll go through them one by one. String, we can say it's an ordered sequence of letters or characters, and these letters or characters, they are enclosed by single quotes or double quotes. And these single quotes or double quotes, they tell us about tell the computer where the string constant begins and where it ends. Okay. They can have any character or sign. They can have also space in between them, because if when we write a string, there is always, for example, if we will write good morning is a string. Okay, good morning. If we will write it without any space, that is good morning, then it will not make any sense. Maybe possible somebody will not understand what it is have been written. Okay, that means we have to give space. After good, we have to give one space, and then we have to write morning, good morning, so that everybody can read it easily. Okay. And these strings, they are immutable data types. Okay. I have given an example. You can see on the slide. I have written that as you know, 3 greater than signs are Python prompt. I have written Python prompt, and then there is a variable, that is a. Then there is assignment operator, that is equal to ram, that is a is equal to ram. That means a is a variable, and this variable, in this variable we have stored a string, that is ram. And this ram, it is enclosed by single quotes. That means it is a string. The computer will get to know that it is a string, because it is enclosed by single quotes. Okay. And then for example, we have another example here, that is we have written type, and then we have written good morning. Okay, because if we do not know the data type of any variable, if we do not know the data type, then Python will also tell us by that means we will ask the Python what type of data this variable is holding. For example, if here I have written type, and then I have used here the single quotes, that is good morning, that it's a string. It will tell me type str, that is this is a string type variable. Okay. Then I have written type, then I have written 3.2, and this 3.2, it has been enclosed within single quotes. That means it is also treated as a string, and it will give me the result that type str, that is this is a string type variable. Okay. Okay. And it's also possible to change one type of value or one type of variable to another type. Okay, it's called as typecasting or type conversion. We can change one type of data to another type of data. Okay, it can be changed implicitly, it can be changed explicitly. Explicitly means when programmer changes it, implicitly means when the interpreter changes it. Okay. For example, you can see on the slide I have written an example, that is a is equal to 12.34. That is, it's a float type data. Okay, and I have written another variable, that is b is equal to int a. That means I have given the value of a to, I have assigned the value of a to b, but it's all, it only, b stores only the integer type of a. Okay, b stores only integer type of a. So so when we give print b, it will display only the integer part of a. The decimal part will not be displayed, because we are displaying b, we are not displaying a. If we will display a, then whole the data of the a will be displayed. Otherwise, because I am changing that means I am changing here the type from float to integer. Then we have another example, that is a is equal to 25. That's an integer type data, and I have used another variable, that is y is equal to float of a. That means y stores float type of a. Okay, then when we give print y, it will result into 25.0. that is, it will not display 25 only, it will display 25.0, because we are displaying the float type data, we are not displaying integer type data. Okay, then we have another type of sequence, that is list. List is a sequence of values. It can be of any type. Okay, and the list of elements, the list of items. Okay, and it's very important that it is mutable and it's indexed and ordered, because list is always ordered. Okay, when we will say that it's a list of employees, that means the employees list will always be ordered. In case of for example, if we are ordering the list on the basis of alphabet or on the basis of seniority, okay, that means we are ordering the lists. Okay, then we have tuples. We can say it's a row. Okay, it can be in tuples are a sequence of values of any type, we can say, and they are immutable data types. Okay, then we have sets. It's an unordered collection of data, because there is no need of having any order. It can be of no order. Okay, then we have mappings. In mapping, it's an unordered and it's mutable data type, and the dictionary is one of the example of mappings, and we can store any number of Python objects in dictionary, and what they store is a key value pair. That means we have a key and we have a value for that key. It is stored in dictionary. Okay, for example, if I am storing 1 then a, that means this 1 is storing a, or a is a key and 1 is a value. Okay, then value of the object. Whenever we write any object, then we always give it a number, and we use here assignment operator to give any value to any variable. Okay, and this is all about the data types. Tomorrow we'll learn about